that was given to you. So in this video we're going to do an example of extra credit assignment, an example of this is a tutorial for the extra credit assignment. So here's the problem that you're given. Instruction: answer the questions below. You have to turn your answers in an Excel spreadsheet showing your work, in an answer sheet showing the questions, the answer sheet answering the questions below. You send the Excel spreadsheet via email, or you upload it on Moodle, and then you turn in your answer sheet in class. So the data set that you're given is the Excel spreadsheet name tutorial for extra credit 1. It represents monthly salaries in Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire, and the employees of employees in a public school. Okay, so the spreadsheet that we're talking about is the one over here. Okay, so that spreadsheet, you see that there is data, and you have like salaries in CFA. So you see the different salaries in CFA. So you have about 300 entries, 85,000 CFAs, 700 and like these 850,000 CFAs, etc. So you see the different entries that represent the salaries in Ivory Coast. Okay, let me zoom so that you can see. Okay, salaries, and then these are the salaries. All right, let's go back to the instructions. So in this assignment you're using 10 classes. So remember, you're using 10 classes for the frequency distribution. So in this problem we are interested in the distribution of the data set. Question number 1: using Excel, calculate the class width and round up the value to the nearest multiple of 5,000. 2. Using Excel, construct the frequency distribution table and choose the minimum value as your first lower class limit. 3. Using Excel, construct an histogram and add a trend line showing the pattern of the histogram. And 4. What can you say about the distribution of your data? Justify your answer. So let's start with the first question. Using Excel, calculate the class width and round up the values to the nearest multiple of 5,000. Okay, so let's go back to the spreadsheet. So in this spreadsheet, what we want to do is to start by calculating the class width. So in order to calculate the class width, we need two things. If you do remember the formula for the class width, it's actually, so let me go back to the formula of the class width. Class width, okay, let me write that down so that we won't forget. Okay, hold on, it's coming. So class width is equal to the maximum data value minus the minimum divided by the number of classes. Okay, so in order for us to find the class width, we need the maximum value, the minimum value, and the number of classes. Now it seems like the number of classes is already given, so as we can go back here, we said we're using 10 classes. Okay, so let's go back to our spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet. Here let's start with in this column here, we can for instance write maximum. Here I can write minimum, and in this box here, so that box here represents, let me try to set, yeah, so in this box here I need to find the maximum value. So I can use a function in Excel. I will type equal max, because Excel has a function called maximum. So here you can see maximum returns the highest value in the set of values, ignores logical values and text. Okay, let me zoom a little bit. Okay, oops, hold on, let me try to zoom. So I need the maximum data value. Okay, so I'm zooming. All right, So here I'm inserting the maximum value in cell D3. Okay, so in order for me to use the function of Excel, I type equal first. So I type equal, and now I can use the function in Excel, maximum. So Excel, like I said, has a built-in function maximum that will returns the highest value in a set of data. So I write parentheses and then I select the data. I select this one over here, and then like I select these, all of them. Okay, and then I close, enter, and I press enter. So when I finish selecting the data where I want to find the maximum, so I want to find the maximum of all the values in this range from A2, from cell A2, from cell A2 to cell A301. So cell A301 is that one. So I'm looking for the maximum value of all of these, and when I finish entering the function here, I press enter on my keyboard, and here I get the maximum value. The maximum value is 1,500,000 CFA. Now the minimum value, here I type equal min. Min function is a function inside of Excel. Return the smallest number in a set of values. So I want the minimum of all of the values in this data set. So I write the parentheses here, and then I will select. I can press this one here. I click on the first value, and I type in Control Shift down. So Control Shift and down key. Okay, so that will automatically select all of these values, and I close my parentheses and I press enter, and I have the minimum value. The minimum value is 25,000. So 25,000 CFA is the minimum value. The maximum value is 1,500,000 CFA. Now I need to find like we already know the number of classes. We already told that the number of classes is so here I can write number of classes, right? Yeah, number of classes. I can write in this cell number of classes, and here class width, and here rounded, because they told me to rounded class width. So as you can go, so if I want, because like I can see that it's slightly going over the cell, so what I can do here, I come here and I double click this the column, and then it will like separate. Now the number of classes, you already told that we have to use 10 classes, so I type in 10. Now I want to find the class width. The class width is equal to the maximum, so equal, and then parentheses, maximum value is this one. Okay, so I can see that on the function tab, you can see that it enters D3. D3 is the value in this position, minus the minimum value of that one, this one. I click on that one. Okay, I close the parentheses, divided, this is the dividing sign, by the number of classes, 10. Okay, and I press enter, and that gives me the value of 147,500. Okay, that's what it gives me. But we are told something. We are told here, calculate the class width and round up the value of the value to the nearest multiple of 5,000. So if I want to round this one, I want to round it as a multiple of 5,000. So here I can use one of the function of Excel called mround. So equal to mround. Okay, equals to mround. As you can see, it returns a number rounded to the desired multiple. So I want to return this number. I want to round this number to a multiple of 5,000, because that's what we want. They're asked to round this value, the class width, to the nearest multiple of 5,000. So parentheses, this number, multiple of 5,000. So I entered, I selected this one, and I have here in the formula side D7, and then I type multiple. Here, as you can see, The function mRound has two arguments: the number that you want to round, which is 14,000, like 147,500, and then the multiple, we want a multiple of 5,000, so I write 5,000, and then I close and I press enter. So now I have 150,000. Okay, so that is the first question. The class width in this particular case is 150,000. So here I go to the report. In my report, I answer the question. I type here the class width is 150,000. Okay, now question number 2. So that was question number 1. So if you do that, you have 12.5 points. Question number 2, using Excel, construct a frequency distribution table. Choose the minimum value, choose the minimum data